So this is a non-couponing video. So the topic of the week so far this week, because it's the end of the week, has been about couples and relationship, and if a man is supposed to have everything together before he meets a woman, or if a couple should build together, and what's the criteria, what's the stopping and starting point and whatnot. I was talking to a friend of mine and I saw two people walking outside, and to me, some people you can tell where they are just by looking at them, and I'm just gonna say that and leave it at that. So this couple was walking. Come on, man, it's really not that serious. Like, Joe, and then if I hit you, you get an attitude. I'm sorry, Lord Jesus. I was talking to a friend, and she's currently married, but when I saw the people that were walking, I made a statement saying that personally, I'm not going to be walking with you to do anything. You know what I mean? One of us need to do something to get a vehicle, you know, but both of us, I just can't. That's me personally. At this day and age of what I am, I just can't. Unless, of course, the car broke down or something like that. That's different. And the comment was made that if he's not able to provide and take care of you, then y'all shouldn't be together. Which I understand, and I understand to a certain extent, because I always feel like a man's position is to provide. But I also understand that the way the world is today, we live in a two-income society to be comfortable. You know what I mean? It's me and my son by myself, so it's just a one-person, you know, household. But, and there's a lot of things, you know, households like that. But if there wasn't, you know, and you had the choice to have two, would you rather have a wife that sits at home and does nothing, or a wife that works and y'all build together? Because there's always another level to get to. You can never have too much. You can never do too much. You know, you just can't, in my book. So, like I told her, I understand to a certain degree what you're talking about and where you were at. I don't understand why this bitch decided to sit here and drive like she ain't got a lick of goddamn sense. Whew. I don't have the patience for stupid people. The hell? What's that saying? So I understand to a certain extent. I always want a man that can provide, but I also want to be a female that's an asset, a woman that is an asset to the relationship and not a liability, not a leech, not one that sits home and does nothing while he pays all the bills. And yes, being a parent is a job in itself, but on a financial standpoint, I don't never want to be or ever want to be fully dependent on anybody, you know. And I know people can have the best relationships, but shit happens, and you can be looking at being on your own and starting over again. And I don't ever want to be in a position to where I'm on my own, starting over again, and I have nothing. So I've always been a person, a woman. I'm gonna say person because these even from like teenage years. I've always wanted to be a person and a woman that was able to provide for herself. So I believe in building and having a partnership in a house, in a relationship, and in a marriage. And even if he's able to pay the bills, I still am able to make money and generate money so that we still can live. Because God forbid anything happens to homeboy, somebody got to pay these bills, you know. And as a helpmate, you were here to help. You weren't here to just sit home, make babies, and tell her now it's your responsibility to go take care of them, you know. And that's just me personally. If you have it like that, good, but I would never put my trust and all my eggs in one basket. That's just me personally. But that has been a discussion. I have a friend and he feels, you know, the same about building. Well, he's more strong on building. Part of him's more strong on building because the other half of him went and got a woman that had everything, all of it. You know, she was set. She was back in school to where she would be making more money and stuff like that. He just had to have somebody that had their shit together. He wasn't willing to build, to be patient or anything else. So, like I told him, what bothers me with people is that their actions, their words are never conducive with their actions. Their words is one thing, and what they're doing and their actions and all of that, it just doesn't match. It doesn't match at all, you know. But I guess that's a human thing. But I just had to put that out there. What do y'all think? Put your comments in the description box below of what you think a great relationship is. And, you know, also look back in the day, you know, my grandparents been married for, I cool now. My grandparents have been married for, I feel like my hair is uneven. I got to fix this when I get home. I gotta straighten my hair out sometime this weekend. I'm sorry. I drift off and talk to myself sometimes. But anyways, like my grandparents, they were married for between 60 and 70 years. Because my grandmother was 88. Actually, it had to be 70 something years because my grandmother was 88 when she passed away. And my grandfather was 93 or 96. I don't know which one. And she married my grandfather. She was a teenager. And she said that she didn't love my grandfather when they got married, but she learned to love him because he was a good man. He could provide. He could provide, you know, and that was their relationship. And they've been together all of those years. My grandmother did work. My grandmother, they did build, and they worked together. And I tell people I want to find a love like that, like back in the day love, not this foolishness that they got going on today, where today they in love, tomorrow they hate each other, the next day Sherilyn, Bonquisha and Almanisha and Jackie and Amber and Ashley now come in a picture and you don't exist because they all of a sudden fell in love with somebody else, or Joe, John, or Fred done come up and now they in love with somebody else. You know, not that crazy fake foolishness and bullshit that they got going on these days. That back in the day love where you learn to love each other, you work together, and you say fuck all the bullshit because this is the decision you made and this is the commitment you made. That type of love, that's what I want. That's what I want. But I don't know. The type of world we live in today is just crazy. But anyways, put y'all comments below. Let me know how y'all feel and what y'all think. Now back to my couponing world. I'm gonna go coupon. So talk to you guys later. Bye.